Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Another episode, The Sutton Sanctuary, with our first guest appearance today. Shout out my boy Rahman, man. Thanks for coming through today, dude.
Absolutely, brother.
I got that snow in last night, so I appreciate you coming over here and sitting down doing this. I've since we talked last week about you coming over, dude, I've been thinking about it. And yeah, dude, super excited. Like I said, I was trying to think of a couple of things just to right off the rip here kind of list about you, just so our viewers know, people that don't know you, just have a little bit of sense of who they're listening to today. And I had to list a couple of things I put down here, and I had father. You are a husband, father of one, a husband, bodybuilder, certified personal trainer. Are you still doing online coaching? I know you said you was doing like a little bit of wellness stuff, maybe lifestyle.
I'll help a buddy out. I don't really do online training yet. I mean, maybe sometime in my life I'll probably try to make time for that.
Right. Just not a big priority.
Yeah, it's not a big priority. I got a lot of things going on. It's a lot.
You're trying to like check in with people
it
like
is.
All day. I did just like a little bit of like some lifestyles, kind of the same thing, like helping some people out, and like I'm just like I'm a little too selfish right now.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm a little too like locked into just like what I got going on.
Correct.
And like not like in a bad way, but just like
right.
It's a lot to try to give yourself. You know, allow someone to have access to you like that.
100%, especially like when you're coaching somebody or helping them achieve their goals, you're responsible for their health. They're relying on you for results.
Sure.
So it's almost like with me, you know, I can do something, slack off that day, whatever it may be. With them, I have to tell them, you gotta stick to the plan, you gotta continue to stick to the plan. In that sense, like, this person is relying on you for results, and that can be stressful, man. Like,
especially, you know, like too, because like I know I've been there. Whenever you're in like that kind of that drought of like maybe scales not moving, or like you're not seeing much of a difference like in the mirror, and like, and you know you're gonna go through those times, and it's hard to like explain to someone else. You're like, dude, this like. I just need you to trust like what's going on, you know, and like that can be a really tough thing to go through.
Especially like, man, you gotta have, when you're really trying to achieve your goals, you gotta lock in hard, and you have to put a lot of things to the side. You have to be selfish. With me, I'm gonna go cold turkey and just eat healthy. Like when it's time for me to do a show or achieve my goals, physique wise or whatever it may be, or in general, it's just like, all right, whatever I was doing before that was not getting me to my goals, it's just drop that right now today.
Yeah.
And that can be a shock for a lot of people in your life that are around you, family, friends, because you're not going to be able to do a lot of the things you were doing, or at least you're not going to be able to enjoy it to the amount you were. And going out to the bars, I mean, I can go out to the bar sober, but let's be real, it's not not as fun if you're not on the same level as everybody else. Like, it's just it's one of those things, man. Like, eating healthy, I think like it's not, I wouldn't say frowned upon, because when people see you achieve your goals and stuff, they admire it and stuff. But it's one of those things. It just looks like you're trying to exclude yourself from what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
Oh, it's wild.
That
man.
it's like just like taking care of yourself and like eating well and like doing these certain types of things. It seems like as you're kind of like doing the most, or like you're trying to separate yourself. And I went through that, especially like whenever I stopped drinking too. It's like, man, I don't know. I was living this way for so long, and it's not like to discredit anyone that still like lives that type of way.
Yeah,
but
no,
like,
do you?
How crazy is it that just like whenever you like go to the gym and like you start eating healthy and you're like meal prepping and doing all these things, it's like you're the one that's like kind of standing out, and it's like, isn't that a little bit fucked, like in a sense? What's
really weird is that you're eating healthy and it's all of a sudden you're on a diet, or like that's the weird part, that people look at it.
That's why people fall off. Like,
that's how you're supposed to eat.
People fall off, dude, because they look at it like a diet, and it's like, no, you're not getting it. Like, this really is a lifestyle.
Yeah,
like, you gotta live like this. And like, you know this better than like Then me, definitely. Like, as someone that's competed and like done that, like, you gotta really live that shit. It's not like I like to think like I like the lifestyle of like I do like meal prep. I eat like the fucking rice and beef, like all that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like 30 minutes of cardio, lift. I enjoy it. I don't know that I would ever compete because like being on stage, I like might pass out of just complete fear. But like,
yeah, like, it is.
But I mean, I do like it's I at least can acknowledge the fact that like you really gotta live that shit.
Yeah, you really have to live it. I think one of the things is you just have to really have a passion for it. I never really did it for any type of approval or anything. I just, I mean, how corny it sounds, I just like being disciplined. I like being hard on myself. I know you grow when you're uncomfortable. And I'm like, what's one of the most uncomfortable things I can do? Because I love fitness, but let's get on stage half naked in front of people that are going to judge you and critique you. And
does you hard.
Yeah, it makes you work harder too, because, you know, me and you have an athletic backgrounds. I mean, you know,
sure.
You just love to be competitive. It just makes you feel alive. And,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not competing with anybody, but for the most part, I'm getting up there and with the best people, and I'm like, this is where I rank at. What can I improve on? Another thing with bodybuilding as well is it never ends. You never get to a point where you're like, oh, I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
I don't want to be satisfied, because then I feel like if I get satisfied, then it's not going to be fun or enjoyable anymore.
Yeah, that's like I've kind of thought about too, that like makes me nervous, because I've thought about competing. Like I would love to one day. I really would like to just go through a prep. Like I've really thought about like hiring a coach, and it's been like, bro, just put me through a prep. I'm not even gonna compete. Like I will pay you, but I just want to go. I want to know like what I can look like at the end.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like, but yeah, something about the being on stage, the being in front of people, the being judged, like and like you said, it doesn't end. There's a guy I know from Fairfield, you probably know him. Well, we can talk about him later, but he's in his 40s or something. He's getting ready to compete in May over here in Evansville. Cool. And I think that's one thing that's so cool about it too, is it's like the way it varies from all different ages, and like
absolutely
anyone can do it. But
absolutely, I think majority like of people don't realize when they just lock in and do something what they can achieve. And with me, I knew that bodybuilding would transcend into anything I did in my life. There's some days where I feel crappy, like in everyday life. I feel crappy. I don't have the greatest mindset or motivation. But what I do is I still got to get up at this time. I still got to achieve what I got to do. I still got to do what I got to do with a smile on my face, regardless if I feel bad or not.
So you think that getting into bodybuilding has disciplined other aspects of your life?
Oh, like 100%.
Do you think that you would have developed that discipline without it? Like looking back, that's what I was gonna ask. Like going back, because I remember vaguely, like whenever you like got back in the I don't know if I remember whenever you started posting.
Yeah.
In the gym,
like the bodybuilding progress.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Yeah, getting in shape. And this was like back, I think you were like still living in Harrisburg.
Probably, yeah.
Like that's I remember like back then. And so I was thinking, going back to that, what was the motivation at first? Like whenever you first got into the gym, was it just like lifestyle? Was he like, I'm just gonna get in the gym, like I want to get jacked, or like did you get in the gym with the mindset of like I'm gonna do bodybuilding?
No, really, it wasn't. There was later on it sparked me, but getting into fitness in general, I just I knew I needed to improve my appearance to make myself feel better. At the time, I just felt like a lot of things needed to be changed in the aspect of how I viewed myself.
Right.
I locked in one summer, and I was just like, I'm not going to really take any trips or anything. I'm just going to kind of see what I can achieve fitness-wise, and just do that. I started working out. I got addicted to pre-workout.
Yeah, man. The caffeine addiction is real. Yeah, we're both sitting here drinking.
Yeah. I got addicted to that feeling, the feeling of accomplishment, daily gratitude. And then I really enjoyed the process of my body changing, because at first I was just trying to lose weight. And I did that, but then I was like, well, I want to get bigger. And I did that. But
isn't that weird how like these phases, it's like hearing it, it's like all of us.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I do think
It's all of us, bro.
like all these phases you're talking about, it's like, man, like
It's everybody,
the
man.
caffeine, and then like you start to see the whatever it is, the first, you know, little vein, or you start to see a little bit of definition, or like the tricep starts to like separate from the bicep just a little bit, like in the right lighting. You're like, oh shit.
People start
like,
complimenting you.
Yeah.
And
the first compliment. I mean, I don't remember, but I'm sure I was feeling some type of way afterward.
I don't think I remember it either, man. I don't know. I was just going through a lot of like heartbreak. I was really just didn't really have purpose or anything. I mean, I was in college, but I didn't really have anything I was really like dedicated to.
No.
School wasn't really for me. I just wanted something, man. I just wanted something like I could be better than a lot of people I knew at, and not really compete with them wise, but just I wanted something different about myself.
Yeah.
That's really it, man. You know, small town, there's not really a lot to do.
No.
I mean, you really got go drinking on the weekends with your homies or every day, whatever it is, or lock in on something, man. So
it really is like, it really is an area where like it's drugs and alcohol, dude. It's like eventually, and like you meet a handful of people that don't regularly partake in a lot of those things, but like not very many of them.
Correct.
That like not me taking shots, you know. That's just no.
Like, I mean, shout out to anybody. Enjoy your life. Like
facts.
Enjoy your life,
dude. I said it. I envy people that can like drink and can do that.
Yeah,
and, like,
and then
have
still go to work and grind and stuff, man.
Yeah,
like cool.
I just can't.
No, it's not for me. It's not for me. And like bodybuilding came into my life when I moved over here. Started working at BFit. Shout out to BFit. Started working at BFit as a young jit, and met my homie Harlan. Shout out to Harlan too. Met my homie Harlan. He took me under his wing.
That was your coach?
That was my coach. It's one of my best friends. Yeah. Still my homie. Yep. Still my homie.
Shout out Harlan.
Shout out Harlan. He took me under his wing. He showed me basically a whole nother side of fitness.
I have him on Facebook. I follow him, bro. He's been killing. He just win out of the Olympia wherever last year.
He went to Masters Olympia, man. Like I
was following him. I was watching. He was looking fucking crazy.
He's insane, dude. He's insane, and he takes it to a whole nother level. He always inspired me to keep working harder. He's my mentor. He showed me a lot on the bodybuilding side. Showed me how to basically diet right, how to train right, but also what I admire about Harlan is how he balances his family.
I always see him, dude, posting about his wife and his kids all the time. I see it. He seems like a great dude. Like I said, I've never met the guy. Maybe one day I'll have him in here. He'll sit down and talk to me one day.
Oh, 100%.
I see him, dude. He seems like a stand-up dude.
He's a stand-up dude, man. He's like the way he balanced life, and this is before I had a daughter, but the way he balances life with his wife, his kids, and his job. And I just always looked at it like, man, like if he can do all that stuff too, like I can do at least half what he does, like with the bodybuilding and stuff. So I started getting into bodybuilding like that, and thankful bodybuilding's done nothing but do positive things for me, because not one, it created a mindset for me, but two, it's created so many avenues for me. It helped me fulfill a void, as in trying to find a purpose in life. Because if at first I was just worked out to look good, you know, wear a tight shirt, like stuff like that. But it's really taught me the discipline side of just trying to achieve things and network and create other avenues. Because when you look like you take it seriously, then that's when people in the gym that have some type of status or whatever it may achieve in life, they approach you and they want to get to know you and they talk to you. I mean, that's just
it's a level of respect.
It's a level of respect, correct.
I watched a video, I can't remember who it was, but the guy was just talking about like how physically being in shape automatically just sets you apart from everyone else in the room. Any room that you walk in, and like people can say whatever they want, and like looks really do matter at the end of the day. And like whenever someone, and this is just my opinion, I think, but whenever, if you have some people walking in, say like for a job interview, whatever it is, but you walk in and you see someone and there's someone there who is in shape, you can tell they're cleaned up, take care of themselves. I think that just automatically says a whole lot about a person right off the bat without even having to hear that person talk.
Oh, 100%.
Like you haven't had, like they haven't said a single word yet, but you already know a couple different things about that person just by the way they're presenting themselves and they're standing there in front of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Don't get me wrong though. There's a level to it too. Like it gets to a point where you're intimidating and people don't want to approach you.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that if you're not like in shade that like you're not like
I know
valuable,
what you're saying too.
But just like off first glance, you know, whenever you see someone that's like you're like, oh damn, like okay, like they're obviously disciplined, they take care of themselves, you know, all these things.
Yeah, no, I met a lot of young dudes, older dudes, and they've always respected me. I mean, obviously, like my personality, I feel like it's very outgoing. Mm-hmm. I'm very not an introvert. Was it
extrovert?
Extrovert. Yeah. I'm very extroverty. I love to support people. I love to encourage people. I love to help people. Mm-hmm. Whatever I can do to make myself feel like I'm the most vulnerable person you can talk to me about anything. Whatever I can do in that aspect, I try to as well. I don't want to look intimidating. I'm sorry if I do ever, but I'm not an asshole.
You looking juicy right now, bro. I saw your story before you came over here. Yeah, you looking swelled up.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
No doubt.
No, man, I just it's my mind, body, and soul, man. Like, take care of your temple. But that's how I treat it, man. Like you said, it reflects on you how good you look to other people. Mm-hmm. And I hate to get caught up in that type of way because it's always like we're always preaching like, who cares what people think of you?
Right.
It really speaks a lot when you take care of yourself.
No doubt.
So.
Yeah, I think there's a fine line there. I think I can't. Yeah, it's not all about looks and this and that, but at least for someone like myself that uses the gym for more things other than just to look good, that's why I think I am so passionate about it. And so for people that like don't really understand it and they're like, oh, these guys like they're just like juice heads or whatever, big like dumb. It's like no, this shit is like it's it's a lot deeper than that,
right?
Than just going in there and moving weights. Like this is like whenever you said mind, body, and soul, like I felt that muscle.
Yeah, man.
Because it really is, build your temple. It's all these things that say like, you got to take care of your mental, but you got to take care of your physical, and then you start to realize all these things like you really can't have one without the other.
No,
like at least I don't think that you can. Like it's really hard. Like if you're really physically not healthy, not in a good place, I can't imagine that you can mentally be in a very good place. Like you might be able to like get by and like do it, but like. I just know that you would be way happier if you like made that decision to like
which going back from the beginning, like that's how you should view fitness, and I feel like that's how you build your motivation is first satisfying your soul, like take care of your soul. Mm-hmm. Like it's all connected. Like yoga, they say, is connected to your spirit and stuff, and there's a lot of spiritual well-being included in it, and that's how fitness should be treated at the beginning. Once I feel like you've mastered that, or at least got a clue of how it goes, that's when then you should start doing the appearance part.
Sure.
But at first you should always never let that go. You should always still treat it that way.
It's kind of like what do you need right now? Because physically you're not gonna get jacked right now.
Yeah. Correct.
So like, what can we do right now?
Yes, exactly.
And like I think that mental aspect is gonna come way earlier than the physical.
Yeah.
So does that make sense?
Yeah. Like, no, 100%.
Excuse me. Yeah, just kind of like what can we do right now? And I think there's so many people surprised by just like, and I think I said this before, just like go for a walk around the block, like get outside, like
walk your dog,
hear the birds chirp. You know what I mean? Like feel the wind on your face, like these small things that. Goodness. These small things that just
call it Louis.
Yeah, open that window. Right out the window. But just these small things that I think could start a whole trend, and I wouldn't feel like I think so passionately about this if I hadn't like experienced these kinds of things personally and know that like it really does work like that.
Yeah, 100%. We all go through things in life too, like that bring us down. The gym. When have you ever worked out and got done with the workout, and you're like, fuck, I wish I would have never did that.
Absolutely.
Like, when have you ever felt that way? I mean,
1,000%.
I don't know if you are doing a workout that makes you feel that way.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I've had workouts where, you know, I was like, I don't really want to be here, but like afterwards, I've never been like regretting it.
Yeah, man.
Shit, you
Dude,
know, like I regretted a couple sauna sessions.
Facts.
20, 25 minutes.
God damn, I feel worse than I did when I got in. Yeah.
I'm feeling sick.
Did I fry my shit?
Out. Yeah.
You're looking on Google, like, how long are you supposed to sit in the sauna for?
Yeah.
Sauna sessions will fuck you up, man. For sure.
Yeah, I was wanting to ask, too, how has being a father... how is that attitude? Because like we've kind of just talked about, the lifestyle of a bodybuilder, you know, it's a lifestyle, and it's really living that. And being a father is also, you know, it's even more than a lifestyle. It's everything, you know. It's
correct.
It's the whole universe I can only imagine, you know. So I'm trying to. You're kind of doing two things that really take up most of your life, like in a sense. So like how how do you find time? What do you do to juggle that? And I mean, I know that comes with probably having a great partner at home.
100%, man.
That helps take care. You know, shout out to the wife, because I know you guys have been together for
11 years now.
11 years.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Shout out to my wife, man.
Congrats,
she's a grinder,
man. That's awesome. You don't see that a lot.
You don't.
Not anymore.
You don't.
So.
I mean, again, man, like, discipline, man. Like we all go through temptations. We all go through busy lives and things we want and stuff. What bodybuilding's done to help me with that is discipline. Like, I know things may not be well with me and my wife right now, or whatever it may be at the time, but it's like, okay, well, I'm just going through a phase. It's separating that, like, being a man, like, you're tempted all the time, but at the same time, I reflect on what I have and what I'm limited to, and I know I have a great partner. I know that it's not perfect right now, but that's just right now. Tomorrow it's gonna be okay, or the next day it's gonna be okay. It's just locking in on your relationship too. It's just like anything in life. Yeah. You have to lock in on your relationship too. I feel like if you really have a great partner and you guys are going well, like, you can work anything out, especially just with a simple conversation, or just, I mean, obviously your partner's got the same mindset too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you have to be on the same page.
But I mean, when you've been together, like me and my wife, like, it's just, we know we're going through something, but we got to work it out. Yeah. Regardless, we're working this out, 100%.
Me and Riley have talked about this, and I always hear people talk about, like, don't go to sleep mad. That's the worst thing in the world. And I completely disagree with that tactic. This is something that I think me and Riley have learned. I think sometimes, like, if it's the end of the day and you find yourself in that argument and it's like time to go to bed, it's been a long day, everyone's tired, and now you want to throw in a fight on top of it. Like, sometimes it's maybe not the worst thing in the world to just go to sleep, because a lot of times you'll find you go to sleep and you wake up the next day and you both will wake up the next day and not give a shit.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
that happened last night? You're like, damn.
Yeah, like, I don't care. Like, we have, like, we've got shit to do today. We're like, you know, and I think that just comes to maturity of a relationship, of knowing, like, are we really gonna, like, let this little thing take out multiple days? Or, like, can we both just accept the fact that, like, we were both silly, that was wrong, like, again, we got shit to do today, like, you know, we got life to live, like, we can't be,
bro, like, I mean, like you said, touching up on what you just said, like, if you go to bed mad, like, sometimes you just need that break, man. You just need to, all right, look, I know we're arguing right now, let's not talk about it right now, let's just, I mean, especially, like, I'm big on not reacting off emotion. Like, I'm mad right now because it just happened, or whatever. Like, of course, I'm going to be the maddest. I'm probably going to say something that's going to hurt your feelings that I don't mean. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to be mad, and then I'll talk to you. Yeah. I mean, that, like...
Yeah, no, I'm pretty similar. Like, because whenever I get upset like that, I can get spiteful It's a terrible flaw of mine. I can become spiteful. I can say something I don't mean, and like I can say something I'm gonna regret. And like the best thing for me to probably do is to just walk away. Yeah. And like I just need that space. I need that separation. So just like give me 10 minutes to come back down, and like I'll come back to this conversation with a whole different attitude about this.
100%, man. Like I mean, I'm just learned throughout the years. Like every time I react off emotion, like anger specifically, I've always said something that you can't take back. Like why when you say things that you're mad. Like those may be things that you mean or whatever it may be, but you gotta be conscious that okay, you mean that, but a lot of things you're not supposed to say. A lot of things you're not supposed to say, and like if you're reacting off anger, you'll never be able to take those things back. People are gonna remember regardless, even if the next day you guys are okay. Well, Dan, you said this to me. You gotta say sorry about that too. Like it's better to just give me a second, let me breathe. Whatever, we gotta go to bed. Cool, wake up in the morning, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, sometimes that's hard, dude. Sometimes because
it's hard. It's actually
like what you would do in that situation. Whenever, like, imagine someone comes up to you and they're like, "Come to this city for $80 million for the next 3 years to come." You know, and people are like, loyalty.
Hey, bro,
like,
you left.
Have you ever had someone throw $80 million in your face? Like, what are you talking about loyalty? You don't even know what that feels like.
Well, yeah, that, and then like, have you ever been to OKC? Like.
No.
Compared to Golden State, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah,
like California compared to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
And like, yeah, especially as a celebrity, like, where do you want to be at? The Bay or like? And that's what it sucks about. I know, freaking switching to baseball, but it's like I'm a St. Louis fan. It's like, damn, dude, but it's just a city you just can't attract it. Like, fucking Los Angeles or like, or it always blows my mind these colleges too of like, I would think colleges like Miami or like, and not that these are like, bro. Not that like, these aren't like great schools, but I would think they'd be like powerhouse schools every year because all these kids would be like, bro, I'm going to Miami,
bro.
Yeah,
Miami over, yeah. 100%.
I mean, I guess like
what if basketball don't work out for me?
Yeah, like I mean, I guess like the culture and like sometimes you got like you pick these other schools like you're.
If you're like Zion or something, you want to go somewhere like Duke or Kentucky or whatever, so you get the exposure.
What do you think about Cooper Flag?
I mean, he's a stud, bro.
But he's a dog.
He's a stud. He's an animal, bro. He's an animal.
Yeah. The fact that he just turned 18, like, a month ago, 2 months ago or something. Like, that dude should be a senior in high school.
It's mind-blowing.
And then, like, I see the hate online. Everyone's like, he's average.
Okay. What? Get on the court with him, then.
Like, average?
Yeah. I don't...
Like... Guys,
it's insane, dude. Like the development of athletes now, like
such a young age.
Like I just seen one dude plays for the Pistons, I believe, in the NBA. He just two-handed, off 2 feet, double-handed dunk almost on the free throw line. I'm like, how do you jump off 2 feet almost on the free throw line and dunk?
I didn't see that. I saw the dunk contest last night. Wrights, they've got a sophomore. He's a number 4 sophomore in the country, Jalen Mitchell. He's ESPN just released their updated rankings like last week, and he was 6th in the 27th class.
He's a sophomore.
6'7".
Animal. He's gonna be an animal.
We went and watched him play New Albany, I guess over by Louisville.
Yeah.
And gave Wrights their first loss of the year. Wrights was 11-0 going into the game, and New Albany was 11-1.
God, man.
And they were like 7th and 8th in the state. And New Albany beat them by like, I don't know, it was close, a couple points there at the end. But he's you don't see guys like, it's cool to see guys like, whenever you see a guy like Jalen Mitchell at 6'7", compared to like back over where we're from.
Yeah.
And you see a guy that's like 6'7", who's like big man, slow, can't move, that kind of shit. And this kid, 6'7", plays like point guard. Like, handles the ball, brings the ball up.
I know, man. That's insane because, like, Evansville has some hoopers. I mean, they have all their sports. Like, and I really need to start going to the games and getting involved in those because I like right now, you just told me that. I had no clue.
Yeah.
And Rice is right up the street from my house.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, it's in my city. It's insane.
And not only him, they've got like the whole squad's nice. Like it's not just him. Like they've got another kid. Like their 4-man. He's probably 6'2", 6'3". Dude, his wingspan's fucking insane. But his bounce, holy shit! You want to see a guy get up? You need to go watch him because there's no guarantee that he's gonna be here. You know. Yeah. In 2 years, he might be at a prep school for his senior year or something. You know what I mean? That's why I was trying to watch him now because I don't know how long. Hopefully, he stays, but who knows?
Man, the exposure is crazy here, bro.
More high school. You know, so we were talking about Cooper Flagg, played for Montverde Academy last year, prep school. There was a kid from Heritage Hills 2 years ago named Trent Sisley. Took Cooper Flagg's spot at Montverde Academy. Plays at Montverde Academy right now. Oh, okay. Starts. Nice. He's nice too? Just committed to Indiana.
Oh, God.
Coming back home, baby. Coming back home.
That's cool,
going to
man.
Indiana. But yeah, he's from Heritage Hills. Trent Sisley.
Wow.
Is his name. So you'll be seeing him playing for Indiana next year.
That's crazy because I don't actually have like a favorite college team that I like to watch or really any like that. But I mean, I guess why not support my home state?
Yeah.
Like, why not support my home state's team? I guess. So
yeah.
I guess I'm a Hoosier fan now. So.
Damn, there it is. There it is. Hoosier fans. Yeah. Hoosier fans. Yeah, they. I watched him play at. I guess 3 years ago now. Heritage Hills played at Mount Vernon, and I watched him play, and he played like half the game. I mean, it was just, they were beating him so fast.
Oh, they were beating.
Yeah, and like I don't think he ever went over like 50%. You know, those guys, I really enjoy high school sports because where you can watch these guys that like, and like not just like fucking small town, but like high school hoops of like these guys that are like going to be in the pros one day.
Yeah.
And like just seeing the way those guys move at like such a young age and like their IQ on the floor, like it's so awesome to watch.
It's raw talent too. Like I mean, you're taking a kid that just plays basketball outside and stuff, then like now he's hooping and he could potentially be in the NCAA, and then I feel like that's when they really start to develop. They get the coaching and the
a full staff really committed to them.
Yeah, and that's when they really start to develop. But high school is just raw talent. Just like this is his base.
I saw LaMelo Ball play at whenever he was playing for Spire.
Oh, in Paducah? You went and seen that?
Yeah.
That tournament they had and stuff?
Yeah, I was there. There's a highlight clip of him, if you've ever watched his highlight clips, but he's wearing a white Spire and he dunks it, and after he dunks it, he turns to the crowd and points at the crowd and then daps that dude up in the front row. So it's a viral clip. I was there whenever he did that game. That's cool. It was wild. Yeah, this was like back whenever he just got back from Lithuania. And, dude, like Melo walked into the gym and like the presence. Like he walked in, you could feel it.
Yeah.
You're like, you're like, he's different.
Too, man.
Yeah, you're like, this kid's like 16. And you're like, he's different, bro. Like, he's different. And
man, damn.
So yeah, that's cool to see.
Yeah, you can watch LeBron James kids play in high school. So that's cool, man. No, I didn't get to see him.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying, like, you could go to a high school game, pay $10,
and all those big time schools. Like, I don't know if you ever like, no one goes because these schools are always on the road.
Yeah,
like, half the time these kids are like, they move to go to these schools, so like they don't have really like home fan bases. Yeah. So like, you can go to these games and like they're not sold out. Like it's like nothing to walk in. You know what I mean? And, like you're watching the best talent in the whole country.
I kind of experienced that like AAU when I would play. Doing that in the summertime, it's like, I mean, at the time, like, well, damn, he's probably a future NBA player. Like, he's just effortlessly playing and stuff. And they're lobbing the ball, and he's just dunking on people's heads and stuff. And it's like, God, hoop mixtapes there, filming them and stuff. It's like,
that's bro. I remember the first, I remember the first kid I ever saw dunk in person, Eli Tabor and Scott.
That's the first person you saw dunk,
bro.
Damn.
In the 8th grade.
Yeah, he was booming
in 8th grade. We walked into this tournament, and
he was like, "Oh God!"
Dude, he was older than me.
He played with Kerry Mills in middle school too.
Yeah, Freddie Mills-Berg. Yeah. And I was in the 7th grade, and we walk in, and he catches a pass like probably like a step inside the free throw line, rips through, one dribble, 2 feet from the volleyball line, one hand. Yeah. Fucking trans that motherfucker.
Yeah, he's it.
We all looked around and we were like, is this the fucking high school? Like, where are we? That kid's an 8th grader. Like,
he's a he baby too, bro. He was like, we were small. We were like small, like wearing small shirts and kids.
Oversized jerseys down to your shin.
Yeah, he's over here. He's got fucking size 15s on and shit.
Yeah. A man, dude.
Yeah, bro. He was a full grown man, had a beard and shit. It's crazy.
We had just walked in. We weren't playing.
Yeah,
we had just walked in, dude, to this tournament. Like, I was the 7th grade, maybe 6th grade. He might have been 2 years older than me. And yeah, dude, he caught that fucking ball and he ripped through, no doubt. One power dribble and like off 2 feet, dude.
Yeah, it's like, dog. And he was a lefty too.
He was lefty too. He's nasty.
He was nasty, especially with that Harrisburg State team. He was the key piece, man.
Gotta be probably the best team this area ever.
I would say, man, they
like
Tyler, Smith Peters, Capel, and all them. They were hoopers, bro. They were fucking hoopers. Yeah, Bahari, bro.
Eli Bahari, dude. Bahari was a dog too.
Dog, man. I don't think.
Like, bro, I don't know. I can't think of another team that would fuck with him.
Bahari was a bucket, bro.
Yeah, at 6'4".
Oh my god.
Long. His wingspan had to be 6'10" probably.
Shit, I don't know, but Bahari was a straight bucket in high school, bro. God. Yeah, nobody could fuck with Bahari, bro. he had a crazy good.
His build, dude. Long, skinny, like he was just built like
the nicest dude ever too, man. I still fuck with Bahari, man.
I remember
nicest dude ever.
What was the EHT championship game he went crazy against? Owensboro. They had brought in Owensboro to knock off Harrisburg. They got tired of Harrisburg running the tournament.
Yeah, just a random Owensboro team.
So they started bringing in random Kentucky team. And of course, I played for North.
They had those commits too. Remember, it's like Louisville commit and other dude.
That big like 6'8" lefty, heavy set. He actually got like MVP of the tournament. He was going to Ole Miss as like a tight end, or as
it was football. Yeah,
he was a defensive line or something for Ole Miss, and then that other kid was like 7 foot.
Committed to Louisville, I'm pretty sure.
Was it Louisville?
I think so.
And him and Bahari, dude, that was wild. I can vividly remember. I think Bahari went for like 40 that game,
bro.
And Bahari was coming across like half court, like sizing him up between the legs and was just pulling it in his face, like going crazy.
Yeah, it got to a point where like, I mean, we were in the tournament and I was rooting for Harrisburg. I'm like, go Bahari. I felt like I was part of the team.
Everyone was rooting one Owensboro to win just because of. Harrisburg. Dude, Bahari was going crazy. I was going nuts, dude. I was like, fuck.
Bro, I just remember it's like, Bahari, it was like continuous. I'm like, God, buckets, bro.
Yeah.
Deadly.
Yeah, we got stuck playing one of those fucking Kentucky teams, one of those down at the HT.
R.I.P.
Yeah, bro. It wasn't Owensboro. It was,
we never made it to the winner's bracket, so we didn't have to worry about that.
No, I don't think we did either. I think we played in my first round.
Fuck that shit.
You know,
they set y'all up.
They walked us in, bro. They walked us in to get hit, man.
R.I.P., man.
Just walked us right to it.
God.
They was not. I think we got beat by like 22. It wasn't like that. I mean, that sucks.
22. That's
but
not
it was
bad.
a sold out gym. It was like 7 o'clock game. Like everyone was there. And
everybody's trying to see them play. You know.
Yeah. So I was like,
worst time to play them.
Yeah. I was like, we're about to probably get 40 piece. You know, like something bad. And I think it ended up being like 22. And I was like, hey. That's a nice shot for North City.
It could have been 40.
That's nice. Like I can deal with that. Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Dude, I swear, man, it was just like
I would have been like,
we knew it was a setup.
Of course.
Like, we knew it was a setup before we even got there. Bro.
Pick the smallest school, pick it on us.
Yeah, I mean, we knew what it was.
I would say it's probably we were probably the smallest school. I would say.
Yeah, y'all was
besides Glacier, maybe Glacier was in there.
Yeah, you and Glacier would have to fight for that. You guys would have to fight for that one.
Then probably y'all.
Then the winner of that has to fight us. Yeah. I don't know how many people are in the mills.
Shit.
I know North City's like
5 people,
like 1,000.
Yeah, I would say realistically, in Carrier Mills probably maybe 1,000. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, probably. Cause y'all had what, North City infield? That's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had infield,
and then Stoneport,
like Omaha, and like I think my graduating class was like 46.
Okay, yours was just a little bit bigger than mine. Mine was like 35 or something like that. Yeah, so just a little bit bigger.
Yeah, 200 something kids in the in the whole school or something. Like, so.
They set us up, bro.
Yeah, dude. They were like, yeah, you know what? That's the team, bro. That's the one. You guys got to.
Yeah, we can't put Kerry Mills in there. Nah, that's too small. We gotta throw in.
I'm trying to think of some other really good ones I saw over there. The year that Harrisburg won state, watching them play Gallatin County, that was awesome.
Oh, that was cool. They had
Drone and all
they were pretty good too.
They was nice. That might be the second best team in the area.
Yeah.
Mills was fucking legit whenever
like the older
freshman year.
Yeah, your freshman year. Yeah, it was your freshman year.
You had that light skinned point guard. What was that dude?
Colin.
Yeah,
Hooper.
bro, he was legit.
Hooper.
And then you had a white dude, taller guy, same grade.
Ooh,
Gabe Morgan.
Gabe.
Who else was on that squad?
Damn, man, I don't even remember.
I don't know. I just remember they were tough.
I was rooting for Harrisburg.
Because my freshman and sophomore year,
Dathan was on there. Dathan Tabor.
But I don't know. Slade and Darren, like the next class, like
Slade and Darren. Yeah, they was freshmen.
The Mills was no pushover. Like whenever
they were decent.
Like being small school, and that's what's crazy. Like I think back to like every time I go over there and watch one of these small games now, I'm like, bro.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's weird. It's weird.
And then I'm like, is it me? Like, is it just me? Do I just think that we was like were we better than we were? But
personally, if I was good and I was living in Kerry Mills, I'd move to Harrisburg. Or I'd move to Marion or something you know what I mean? Like, for real. Like, to be honest with you, I'd go to a bigger school.
Yeah,
because maybe you could be on that team and be like, dropping 40 every night, but if you're losing every game, that gets old.
Like 5 and 18.
Yeah. Eventually, the other school's gonna be like, hey, just come over here.
Yeah,
like, just come on.
Yeah, we got this mailbox.
Yeah, come on, bro. Yeah, we got this designated mailbox that nobody lives in.
We got a PO box up there at the post office.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I just I watch these smaller schools. I'm like, man, like. Maybe it's just me thinking that we were better than we were back then. But then I think of the teams that we played and the guys that some of the guys that we played against, and I was like, no.
It's not the same.
These kids would be in trouble.
100%, bro.
Like, could you imagine 100. That Harrisburg team over there running around right now? Those kids?
Oh, God. They were grown men. I'm not even kidding you. Like, I look back on them, like, they're still, like, they're what they are now. Like, they're grown men.
The exact same. The exact same. I've seen, like, a couple of those guys, like, since, and I'm like, yeah. You were that as a senior in high school.
Literally, 100%. It's like, insane, dude.
That Gallatin County team with Drone and all them, they were 6'11". Lowe was 6'6". McGuire was 6'6". Like, Dane was 6 foot. Like, they didn't have a guy under 6 foot on that whole for a 1A school.
What's crazy about Gallatin County, though, is, I don't know, but I know Drone was the only one that went like to a Division I college.
Yep.
And like that's crazy because all them you could tell like okay they were hoopers and stuff, but that wasn't like what they wanted to do with their life.
Yeah, bro. They
were just out there hooping.
Yeah.
They were just out there hooping. Like Harrisburg squad, like they were all wanting to hoop further on and they were working on it and stuff. Like Gallatin County, this was just like shit. It's basketball season. All right, I'm gonna take the boots off and shit.
Yeah, I guess like,
on the court.
We'll come out the fields, I guess, and like
that's a crazy thing about Southern Illinois because like. We don't have like here. I know it's like hoopers. Like you're developed from a young age to want to hoop and stuff. Like here we do it for fun.
Yeah,
like,
if you want to play sports, like you're gonna start this young. And, like, you're gonna train.
Serious,
You see, like in the gym, like the amount of young kids in the gym that are like lifting weights heavy at a young age. Like you don't see that as much over there. It's a different. And I was like, I talked to my dad about this. I was like, dude, I'm like, you gotta like the difference. Just in like high school basketball alone, like you can just tell. Like
you can.
It really like these
tell.
People. They're playing this shit all year long. They're training all year long. Like they didn't just like come out of baseball season and like grab the sneakers out the closet and like no, they've been playing for like all year.
Everybody can handle the ball. Everybody can shoot. Like everybody's tall. Like it's almost like.
Everyone's an athlete, yeah,
you were trained for this as a kid. Like your parents, like you're gonna be serious about this, and we're gonna pursue this.
Yeah, that is a good point over there. It's funny that it is like a
shout out to Southern Illinois though, because that's crazy.
Shout out. Yeah, it is. Dude. Like,
you think that's wild, especially with the Harrisburg going up to Chicago and playing, Peoria and playing that Chicago team that's probably bred into it and stuff and wanted to hoop. And Harrisburg's just like. fuck it, we're just gonna hoop, have fun, you know what I mean? Like,
and they only played about 6 deep, 6, 7 deep, like, because that's all they needed, because they were that legit.
They were so good, bro.
They had what, D1, D2, Bahari D2, like Capel D2.
Then
Like,
Tyler went D1, played with the Salukis, my favorite Saluki player. But Tyler went there and showed out at Salukis too, so
yeah, dude.
it's crazy, man. It's wild. God.
The whole basketball family, man, it's crazy. It's a fucking
no, they got a legacy.
dynasty
Randy's got a
over there.
legacy going with them.
Bro, what the hell was Harrisburg doing running him out like that?
I don't know. I think
what went down? Because
I think it was just
I saw that. I was like, bro, the disrespect for this man.
Facts.
Like, you know what he's done for this city? Are you kidding?
I think it's just like, I don't know. I don't know the circumstances and everything.
I don't know. Like, maybe he was like.
I think they're in good relations though.
Yeah,
because I know he came back and did like a commentary thing with him.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
It's like, I just remember like it happened really fast, and I don't know, like this. I mean, of course, what I was seeing were articles off of Facebook, so it was being, I'm sure, twisted and exaggerated. But It just seemed like it was just like kind of sudden, and like everyone was like, "What the fuck?" Like,
I was
like, "Yo, this isn't like just some guy that we just like you picked up for the last year and dropped off. Like, this is the man." Like,
there may have been stress in his life instead of trying to balance everything too. And he's probably just showed interest and not wanting to be there anymore too. Yeah, he's probably, man, my kids are done. Like,
I got my ring.
Like, oh, you're done? Oh, you're done? We don't have to pay no more?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe in that scenario. I don't know. I mean, I try to like follow up every now and then, but I think they're still doing pretty well. Here's the
I've watched them play a couple times. I watched them play at Carmine. I go over and watch Carmine play. Just because like over the last year, over the summer, I was like getting in the gym. And I guess it's been a couple of years ago, dude. I can't believe I've been here for fucking almost 2 years living over here. I'm way off on my times.
I've been out of high school for 10 years. Yeah. I'm like, yo, what?
Yeah.
Dog, what? It's crazy.
So whenever I was living in Carmine, though, I would go. I got invited to go up there to the school like on Sundays and go up there and hoop. And some of them high school guys, Mitchell and Gavin, and some of the guys would be in there playing. So I got to play with some of those guys that are on the team, and good kids and stuff. So I like going over there and watching them. And I've got to watch Harrisburg play a couple times. They're pretty tough. I can't remember what that kid's name is, but they've got a kid that's pretty legit. I don't know if you've seen any of the stuff about Mitchell.
I did.
Over there at Carmine.
So.
He just had 55 yesterday.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah,
it's a slight 55, you know.
Yeah, against Wayne City, he's Carmine's new all-time leading scorer.
Shit, how old is he?
He's a senior.
Oh, he's a senior. Damn.
Yeah, he's our all-time. I think it was 15 something.
Man,
he broke the record. Out. And I'm not so certain that record wasn't held by a female. I think Abby held that record. I could be wrong about that.
Wow.
I could be wrong about that. I don't know. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But I know she was way up there too, because I remember them talking about it whenever he broke the record. But yeah, he had 55, and like last week he went for 40 or something. He's legit. He's 6'6", 6'7", shoots 3, jumps out of the gym. Yeah, and
what are they feeding these kids? Man,
yeah,
bro. Like what are they doing differently? And it's crazy. You look at him. He's like 6'7", but nobody in his family is that tall.
Yeah.
Like,
well, his brother, his dad's 6'3", 6'4".
Okay.
His mom, I believe, is like 6'3", and I believe she was a stud basketball player at Carmine. I believe his mom was a stud basketball. Yeah. His brother's kind of tall too.
It's in his blood, bro.
But we kind of to wrap this up. I was wanting to ask. We kind of got off. We were talking about bodybuilding earlier, but I was wanting to ask how that led into rocking. You got the merch on now.
Got the merch on, man.
Kobra. That is you and your wife.
You, me, and my wife. Yep.
Business.
Yep.
A company.
Yes, sir. Business.
What is Kobra? How did that start? How did that kind of come about?
So one, it really sparked us to do it when I did Amateur Olympia in Las Vegas. I was paying for shorts to wear on stage, because I do Mens Physique, so I wear the board shorts. And there's a certain company that was running the market, and you had to order from them. Well, I'm like, instead of order from them, why don't I order my own shit? And like wear my own shit. Like, why don't I just start it like that? So my wife's like, we could do that. So order my own shorts, and then we started like, let's make this a brand. And that didn't really work out for us in the short area wise, because really we just didn't want to be limited to bodybuilding. We wanted to appeal to everybody. So like, you rock a shirt, with some. We'll come up with other stuff, pants and stuff. We're just getting started, but we wanted to be appealing to everybody and be able to wear it anywhere. So one thing is my wife. I give all the credit to her. I mean, she's the designer to the person we get our merchandise from the marketer to everything. Basically, it's her, and I just help her. I network. I know the people. I know the connects and everything. So, really, she's the brains behind all of it. Kobra came because we wanted to create a family. We wanted to get back to our community, show love to everybody who supported us, and build some type of legacy for my daughter. Yeah. So that's how I view it. I want Kobra to be something someday. That way, one day I can just give it to my daughter and be like, "This is yours. Yeah. We built this for you." That's mainly the thing. But being a family is really what Kobra stands for, especially our family. Yeah, no doubt. That's what it is. But
where can people find the merch at?
You can order it off our website.
You guys website?
Yep.
I'll make sure I'll be popping the website in the description. I'll also be popping handles to Facebooks and Instagrams, and all that'll be in the description.
Yeah, it's a KobraFitTeam.com. Pretty simple. We have an Instagram too, Kobra Fitness. You can follow it on there. You can find on my Instagram as well. My name's Rahman, RAHMAN _Fann, FANN. You can find it on my Instagram too. But that's where we post all the advertisements and everything as well. And then our website you can order things from. But if you're local, just hit me up. Yeah. Whatever way.
And do you have any shows this year you're looking at? Are you thinking about competing, or do you have plans to compete?
So my mind is set on making money. Yeah. My mind is set on making money, being there for my family. Yeah. Whatever aligns with that is what I'll do. So obviously I stay in shape because that's what I like to do. I like to stay in shape, look like I'm a bodybuilder. Shows wise, the stage will always be there. So for one, they do shows all year round. Sure. Whatever aligns with my plans and how my body's responding, I may take on that. But for the most part, I don't have anything planned. I just stay ready, so you ain't gotta get ready. Yes, sir. It's my mentality. Yes, sir. And that's just how I treat it in the wise. But for the most part, like I said, bodybuilding is something you can always improve on. So if I feel like I need to improve more, then I just go into more of an improvement stage. But other than that, I don't really have anything aligned. Yeah. But like I said, if I'm in shape and it lines up for me, I mean, like, why not? Right. But we will be at Indiana Muscle, so I will not be doing that show. But we'll have a booth at Indiana Muscle here in Evansville. I believe. Is
that the one in May?
Yep, it's May 16th, I believe.
May 16th. That's the one I would like to meet you.
Horrible dates and remember stuff, though.
Yeah, I'll look that date up, and I'll put the show in the description too.
Yeah, we'll be there. They have an expo and everything, so
I'm gonna have to check that out.
It's free the expo's free. Obviously, the things there won't be free, but it's free to the public. You can go in there if you want to check out the bodybuilding show. You can buy tickets for the morning show and then the evening show. So when they give the trophies and stuff in the evening, you'll find out the winners there. But the expo is open. Shout out to Active Nutrition. They're the ones co-hosting and everything as well. But you can go check out the show, or you can check out the event, the plaza, or it's at the old National Events Plaza, but it's a expo. I think First Form is hosting it. So
yeah, I think I'll know a couple of guys competing over there this year.
Man.
So
check it out, man.
Go check it out.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's a good experience. It may spark some motivation. Yeah, that's what every time I go, I'm like, shit. Yeah. I mean, you get a grasp too. I know you said you were interested too, like, in potentially trying to. So maybe you go there and you're like, oh, it's not so bad. You kind of get like a visual. Instead of just wondering and stuff, you kind of just like, oh, okay, this is what it'd be like. It just put me in there. Yeah. You know what I mean, so
for sure.
Try, man. But yeah, like, really, man. I just basically with everything, like, my wife is my number one supporter and also my motivator and also probably my biggest inspiration. Yeah. So
Sure.
and she's the one that started Kobra, and my daughter is without my wife I wouldn't have my daughter, so my daughter is my second motivation. So
yeah, no, I think you guys are definitely an inspiration to people. I think other people look at you guys and see you guys holding it down, and see you guys being good parents, and so y'all are both, y'all are both active, involved in a lot of things, and it's respectable to see.
Appreciate it.
And from the outside looking in, just know that it's definitely inspirational to see. You guys are killing it, man. No doubt.
I live by the quote of, I believe when I was like, you remember like Accelerate Reading when you were a kid?
Yeah.
I was reading a book of Jackie Robinson, and it was like, it's a quote that I've always lived by, and I've never forgot it. But he said, "A life is only as impactful as the impact you have on other lives." And like, I've always lived by that, because I'm like, okay, there's not enough motivation and inspiration in this world, and I feel like people don't look at that. And like, I feel like I'm just a vessel from God that I need to be the inspiration for people. That's just how I view my life, and that's just gave me purpose.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So I feel like that's
a lot of people waste a lot of time trying to find purpose.
Yeah,
or they try to. I think they try to look too deep into it, and they think they have to do too much to like have purpose.
Just look around you, man. Just look at what you have in your life. Look at your friends. Look at your family. Look at your dogs. Look, whatever, man. That's your purpose. Like, your purpose isn't to be rich and famous. And I don't know how many people tell me their goals are to be successful, and like, what
does that mean?
Yeah, like, there's no such, like, there really is no such thing, because
this is a mindset, really.
Yeah, it's a mindset. It's a perspective of life, man. Like, successful is to be happy with what you have, and be grateful that you have the opportunity to, achieve, I guess, the release of dopamine from things like, just the little things, like eating a box of chocolates and you get that dopamine release. Like, you get to feel that every day.
Yeah, we live in a world full of labels, and we're very quick to just put a label on something. And so whenever we start throwing around these terms of like successful and like wealthy, or like whatever those terms may be, it's like, what does that really even mean? And like, do you even know what that means? Like, whenever you say that, like, what, like, you say you want to be all these things, but like, do you have an actual like mindset? Do you know what that looks like? Like, have you ever thought about what that looks like? Like, because you might be sitting in it right now, homie. Like,
yeah,
you might be a lot closer than you think, dude. If
you're
you
somebody else's success, technically.
Yeah,
I mean,
if you would just sit back and look around, like, you might find out you're a lot more wealthy than you think.
Yeah, no, like, bro, okay, I don't feel like I've become successful for a reason. Like, I mean, I'm grateful for everything that's in my life and around me and stuff, but I don't feel like I've reached to where I want to be at.
Sure.
And I'm sure somebody else looks at my life and they're like, he's successful. He's where he wants. I mean, he's where I want to be. So I mean, it's perspective, man. Like, I look at people out there, and I'm not perfect, and I look at other people's lives, and I'm like, I want to be there. I want to do that. But then, I mean, you just gotta grasp reality. Like, this is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing. Like, that person may be achieving what I want to achieve, but I probably have what that person has. So, right. I mean, you're never going to be successful, really.
Yeah. No, there's always another level. But
that's the beauty of life. There's always something to chase. There's always something to do. Like, there's always something to achieve.
There's always the next thing.
There's always wake up, grind. Like, you be grateful for that, man. Like, there's people with no legs that can't walk. Like, or like, I don't know. It's just people that can't achieve what you want to achieve. Like, oh, your life's shitty. Okay, well, somebody else's life's shittier. So, I mean, really, in that perspective. But really, man, I want to inspire. I want to inspire somebody that's sitting on the couch and don't know what they want with their life to get up and do the shit that they want to do. That's really all. Just get it done, man.
It's that simple, bro.
Make a name for yourself, man. Get up and do it. Because, I mean, the universe rewards you, man. Like, God rewards you. He sees you trying. He sees you doing what you're supposed to do. And, he puts things in your life to test you. And if you fail 100%, I mean, I guess, just keep trying, man, like, and learn from it. Yeah, I mean, really. Yeah,
that's a big thing, is just learning. Everything is learning. Every day really is a new day. It's a new day to find something else out, and I think that's what keeps it exciting. Is just realizing that every day really is. It's a new day. It's a new opportunity, and
correct.
That's the beautiful world that we're lucky enough to get to live in.
Yeah, don't act like a know-it-all, because you don't learn shit. And you don't get to learn nothing.
Yeah, well, I heard the thing that said, if you think you know all the answers, you haven't been asked all the questions.
That's facts.
Like, if you think you know it all, you haven't been at that thing yet. Then.
That's facts, man. The master does not get to learn anything, but the student gets to learn everything. Mm-hmm. So like, that's the beauty of it, man.
Yeah. Who do you want to be?
Correct. Sure. Correct.
Well, Rahman, I appreciate you coming over, man, doing this. Hopefully this is first of many, and look forward to having you back in the future.
Bro, I would love to come back. We got so much to talk about, man.
No doubt, yeah. No, we'll be doing this more often in the future, for sure.
Absolutely.
Rahman Fann, everyone, check him out. Check out Kobra. Check out their pages, their merch. Buy it up. Show support. Head over, if you haven't yet, check out Hydrate 1-2 IV Therapy. Get your IV scheduled today. Get Riley over there. You're feeling under the weather. We got a lot of sickness going around right now. So get that IV in. Get your hydration up. Get the feeling better. If you haven't yet, subscribe. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for the support. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video.
Shout out to my boy Chase, man.
Shout out. I appreciate you, man.
Of course, brother.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Anytime, man.
Love y'all.